Mr. Jack Clampett? Did I get that right?
Yes, doctor. Thanks for your time.
I understand you have some issues that you want to talk about regarding an incident at Buc-ees.
It all started back in June 2023 when me and my folks, Kathy Mae Clampett, Granny Tom, and Jethro Owens, loaded up our truck and moved to Cincinnati.
I see. Swimming pools? Movie stars?
More like collar schools and Alamanthars. The problem all started when Granny Tom exceeded the luggage weight limit. You see, the limit was 300 pounds, and Granny, well, had 15 tons. And you know what you get.
Another day older and deeper in debt.
Did St. Peter call?
I think St. Peter just calls plus and mainstream.
When you're home, it's time to side up to the building. Come on back, past the ocean.
Anyway, because we were toting more weight than the vehicle was designed to carry, Jethro couldn't see out the back. To be honest, I think Jethro was just checking out Kathy Mae in the rear view. She is finer than frog hair split 6 ways, especially when she gets gussied up, but she's smart. And, well, Jethro, if he got an idea in that head of his, it'd plumb die of loneliness. From Jethro's side mirror, all he could see was the load in the truck bed kept shifting. Granny Tom swore he hadn't loaded livestock, but sometimes Granny has a belt or two when he has to tote things. We're zipping up the interstate, and then we see the clouds start rolling in. Before we know it, rain is coming down in sheets. We know we need to rearrange and maybe feed Granny Tom's livestock or barbecue them or something, and if we don't find a place pretty quickly, we're going to be trying to light up some charcoal in the middle of a thunderstorm. Just then, off the starboard bow, Kathy Mae spots a Buc-ees. There's only one problem. 300,000 people are trying to get in at the same time, but we don't have a choice. Tornadoes are on the horizon, and we're losing all the livestock. We snake our way through the Serpentine Drive. We have the store in sight, but we're still 10 minutes back from the north door because of stop-and-go traffic. That's when Kathy Mae announces,
I have to pee.
You should have thought of that before we left.
That was 3 days ago.
Jethro suggests to Kathy Mae that she'd probably make better time on foot, that we'll come find her in the store once we're done rearranging the livestock. Finally, we reach the gas pumps at the northern end of the store. The problem, however, is that all those gas pumps are occupied, so we make our way to the southernmost gas pumps. The further problem, as anyone who's ever been to a Buc-ees can attest, is that the northern pumps were in Kentucky, while the southern pumps were in Florida. It took us a little while to get there. Just as the storm reached its pitch, we managed to scoot next to a pump under a broad roof. Granny Tom finds a forklift and starts unloading the 15 tons of cargo. We need to unload everything just so we can put it back together in a more logical sequence. It was kind of like Jenga, but with sheep and goats and probably a yak or two. The rain is coming down in sheets. Lightning and thunder are right on top of us. As we were working on rearranging everything, we noticed the lights going on and off inside the Buc-ees. We assumed that the thunderstorm was knocking off the power. But no, it was much simpler than that. Remember, we dropped Kathy Mae off on one side of the store, but we were at the other end of the store. She didn't know where we were. She kept calling Jethro, but he was busy herding Granny Tom's livestock and wasn't aware she was calling. After having tried on every t-shirt and swimsuit in the store and eating a dozen brisket sandwiches, out of sheer boredom, Kathy Mae found the store's light switches and just started flipping them on and off. After over an hour, we got all the livestock under control. Jethro, Granny Tom, and I made our way into the store. There, we found Kathy Mae in handcuffs. We convinced the authorities she was under the influence of the 3 bags of beaver nuggets she had eaten for breakfast.
I've been calling for 2 days. Where the hell were you guys?
Florida.
That sounds like quite an adventure. But you mentioned an incident that's been bothering you.
I swore I'd never go back into another Buc-ees. When we got back home, Granny Tom called me and said,
Hey, I'm going to quit this square dance calling thing and open my own Buc-ees. You want to be my assistant manager?
And I just need some advice. Do I permanently take Granny Tom off my Christmas card list?